Once upon a time, there were three creatures. There was Morty, an adventurous toad, there was Louise, a kind-hearted sweet poodle soul, and there was Gus, a fashionable gorilla. At one time strangers, they were bonded together by what occurred one fateful June day, a day that will live on in history, Girls Leap history. During the annual hunt for summer jobs, each of our heroes found the exact same flyer and applied and were hired as interns at Girls Leap. They were anxious as they paused at the threshold of the office, but then they met their fearless leader, Lola. Lola would later teach them how to act with safety, self-defense, and courage in their minds and hearts, but first, the wise and wonderful Lola had a mission for them. They were to work together and obtain the sacred M&Ms, coveted and shared for the ability to bring together people in conflict and ease hunger pains and sweet teeth. "But how will we get them?" asked Morty. "Ask the great boxer on the wall. He will advise you," said Lola the Wise. "Oh, Honorable Ali," the three intrepid animal interns cried, how do you find the M&Ms of peace?" "You must be very brave and find cheap transportation to get to the great Angora Cafe. There you will find the M&Ms and bring them back to the greater Boston area for future generations to enjoy. Go forth. I wish you luck and courage in the safe journey." And with that, Ali disappeared. "Let's do it," cried Louise, "for the girls and women of Boston." "Down the steps," cried Morty. Down the steps they ran. First order of business was to find cheap mode of transportation in Boston. They came upon a sleek silver Subaru. "This is perfect. Now we just need to get in." First, Gus tried on his own, but he wasn't strong enough. Then Gus tried to boost Morty upwards, which didn't work either. Then Morty tried a sneak attack from above, but that ended up with a very loud splat. Morty was recovering. Gus and Louise scaled a massive wall, searching for other possibilities. They were not discouraged. These were tough animal interns, used to challenges and setbacks, and ultimately victory. Gus, Louise, and Morty got creative. They figured that their individual heights put together could perhaps open this massive door, but they weren't quite tall enough. As our three heroes went from safe place to escape the rain, they found an advertisement for bravery-inducing sustenance at a nearby establishment, so off they went to get some much-needed food. They got in line and ordered. Said Gus. "I'm not sure what it is in these animal crackers that makes them so delicious yet so good for you." As our three adventurers took a nostalgic, sepia-toned moment to share a muffin, they remembered their mission and then hit the streets. On these streets they met a girl. "You're what? You're trying to find the sacred M&Ms of peace? But you're so small. You'd have to face so many dangers. The green light trolley, the taxis. There's no way you could do it." Our heroes were not dismayed. They pushed the walk signal and patiently waited to cross the street. It was while they were waiting at the corner that they saw it, the home of the M&Ms, the Angora Cafe. But oh no, they were going to have to cross not only the street, but this great, wide, cavernous chasm in order to reach their destination. Never fear, they can do it. And they did, just barely. From their perch on a couch, they gazed upon the entrance of the Angora Cafe. They scoped out the scene, and their eyes fell upon the safe full of M&Ms. Success, or rather, near success. Gus, Louise, and Morty took a quick time out to figure out how to extract the M&Ms. They first tried parachuting down, hoping to break the safe with the force of their collective Beanie Baby bobbies. Unfortunately, Morty took the brunt of their force and had to take a moment to recover. At last, Morty, who was a frog with slimy and slivery, managed to wiggle into the safe and come out with 7 M&Ms, more than enough to call their mission for Lola and Girls Leap an utter success. And as our three animal interns victoriously returned to the office, they could only marvel at how this experience had brought them together and how they couldn't wait to share the M&Ms with all the girls and women at Girls Leap.